What is up, guys? Rick Hackers here, going over the 331 attack fully upgraded Abyss Defiant auto rifle in Destiny. This weapon is acquired in the hard mode of the Crota's End raid for the Dark Below DLC. Now the question we're asking today is whether or not it's worth fully upgrading this gun, spending your time, energy, and resources upgrading this gun to the max. Now the first most important factor is this gun has solar damage as a primary. Now it's one of only 3 solar damage primaries in the game. It is accompanied by the Vision of Confluence Scout Rifle and of course the Vex Mythoclast, both of which are rewarded for defeating Atheon in the Vault of Glass, the Vex Mythoclast on hard mode only. So if this is your only solar elemental primary, it is a snap yes. Because shooting an enemy with the wrong element has no statistical downsides, elemental weapons are always favored over pure kinetic weapons. Now of course elemental primaries are most useful in nightfall missions, but just using them regularly every time you fight an enemy with, let's say, a solar shield, like most wizards, you're also going to be very glad you've picked this weapon. Now if you already have another solar primary, you may be thinking, what does the Abyss Defiant bring to the table that makes it superior? Now one of the special things about this gun is that usually where there's only one perk, here there's 2 that you can switch between. For one choice you have Hipfire. It just makes it so that your weapon has bonus accuracy when firing from the hip. Your other choice is Focusfire, allowing you to zoom down sights and slow your fire rate while also increasing your accuracy and damage. This makes this gun very unique. It's essentially 2 guns in one. With the Focusfire attachment, it slows right down and competes with many scout rifles in the game. Not doing quite as much damage to them per shot, but certainly having the accuracy and the range to compete with them. Hipfire will of course come into its own when you're in close range encounters where you don't have time to zoom down the sights, but also it will retain the fire rate originally given to this gun. Now personally I really love Hipfire because it's combined with another perk in this gun's second choice of 3, which is Perfect Balance, simply giving this weapon less recoil. In this gameplay I'm using the Hipfire attachment and the Perfect Balance attachment, and you'll see that it's very easy to control this gun's recoil and get consecutive headshots on many enemies. The Lichbane attachment is no slacker either. It gives projectiles a chance to disorient hive wizards, essentially granting the same effect as if you threw a flashbang grenade from the Titan at the wizard. They won't be able to shoot you or attack anyone else around you. They're simply going to be stunned for a few seconds. Now of course you aren't facing hive in every mission, but when you do, wizards are certainly annoying, and keeping them under control with this weapon is a massive benefit. And last we have Hive Disruptor, granting bonus damage to hive mages. Again, you're not always facing the hive, but since this perk is in a place where most guns don't have any perk, it's nothing but a benefit. But the question still remains, is it worth spending the time and resources? Remember, this gun requires radiant materials from the new Crota's End raid, which acquiring those can be a problem for some players who don't play as much, to upgrade the Abyss Defiant to 331 attack. Well, in my opinion, the answer is yes. The Abyss Defiant is simply an excellent auto rifle. The versatility that comes with having 2 different, very distinct modes to this gun is awesome. It really is nice to be able to switch to basically long range mode and deal with enemies if you're in a scenario that you need this gun to excel at further ranges. And of course the opposite is that you can switch back to Hipfire and have a gun that's very good in close and medium range. In fact, the ability to have the Hipfire perk on and simultaneously have the perk that reduces recoil, in my opinion and for many people, will make it so you don't even have to lower the fire rate to improve the accuracy. The accuracy is going to be good enough to use this gun out to long ranges even without the Focusfire perk, but it is there if you still need it. I think the Abyss Defiant is an improvement, a small improvement, but an improvement nonetheless over the Vision of Confluence, the other primary solar legendary scout rifle in the game. Now, one of the main reasons is just because the Abyss Defiant has the ability to reach 331 attack, so you're going to be doing more overall damage than the Vision of Confluence, but also if you like the Vision of Confluence because it is a scout rifle, because you maybe need it for long range engagements, because of the focus fire ability of the Abyss Defiant, which is a choice also, the Abyss Defiant can also perform admirably at long ranges. Now, the Vex Mythic class is quite the excellent weapon, but the huge downside is that it's exotic. You may simply want to give your exotic slot to another gun. Maybe you have the Galahorn that you want to equip as a heavy, or the Icebreaker as a secondary, and you won't be able to equip either of those weapons if your exotic slot is dedicated to your primary weapon, and that's why having a legendary like the Abyss Defiant is so important. So in closing, I think that the Abyss Defiant is definitely worth spending your time, energy, and resources upgrading to its maximum. It's a very, very good auto rifle that allows for massive versatility. Also, simply the fact that it is a solar primary is going to be a must upgrade for a lot of players who maybe don't have the other primaries in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe for more Destiny content like this. And as always, have a good day.